Hey, I'm Eron Freeman, and my intended major is Computers Information System.
Today I'll be demonstrating forecasting in Excel. First, we're going to want to build a line chart for our data series AMZ and WMT. We're going to want to click on the data for AMZ, which would be B3. To highlight, we're going to want to click, there's two ways to highlight, matter of fact, but I'm going to show you the first way first. We're going to want to hold the Shift key, right click once, and then down click all the way until we highlight our data, which would be row 31. To add a line chart, we're going to want to navigate to Insert, add 2G, and then we're going to want to click on the first chart out. And I'm going to fix my chart for you to make it more visible for you. Okay, now that I have my chart more visible for you guys, next we're going to want to set the horizontal category axis label to be years and a horizontal axis type to be a date axis. To do that, we're going to want to double click on the horizontal axis type. We're going to want to navigate to select data. The data for the horizontal axis label will be the years. So for us, it would be 1996 through 2024. So we're going to want to click on A3 and drag and drop down to A31. And that is the second way you can highlight. Now we're going to want to double click on the axis again. We're going to want to format axis this time. We want to change the axis type, date axis. The next thing we're going to want to do is add trend lines to our data. There are two ways you can add trend lines. The first way, you can navigate to chart design, hover to add chart element, down click the arrow, navigate to trend line, and then Excel gives you options on the trend lines you want. But for us, Excel doesn't offer the trend line, so we have to do it manually. So for us, we want a polynomial trend line. So to add a trend line, you just double click on the line that you want to add a trend line to, navigate to add trend line. For us, we want the polynomial trend line. So we're going to want the polynomial trend line with the order number 2, and we're going to want to change the forecast to 21. Now we do the same for the next line. After we have our trend lines labeled in, now we're going to want to change our vertical axis bound to be between 0 and 3000. So to do that, we're going to want to double click on the axis, hover the format axis. We're going to want to change the minimum to 0 and make sure our maximum is still at 3000. Next, we're going to be using a forecast.linear and forecast.est functions to predict a value for target date for the 2045 using values from the last 10 years of the AMZ and WMT. Type in an equal sign. Forecast.linear is the first one we're looking for. We're going to want to build up the navigate to FX and Formula Builder. For the X, we're going to use the numbers 2045, which is the number, the value we're predicting, which will be 833. The known Y's will be the corresponding values from the last 10 years. So for us, it'd be 2014 to 2024. So we're going to want to click on B21 and highlight to B31. And our known X's will be the years. So for us, it'll be 2014 to 2024. Now we're going to do the same steps for WMT. Now for the forecast.est function, we're just want to type in an equal sign and forecast est. We're going to want to click on FX to bring up the format builder. For the target date, we'll be using 2045, which is in 833. The values we'll be using is the corresponding values for the last 10 years. So it'll be 2014 to 2024. So we're going to want to click on B21, highlight the data all the way down to B31. And then for the timeline, we'll be using the years. So 2014, which will be in A21. We're going to highlight down to A31. Now we do similar steps for WMT. And there you have it, guys. This successfully completes my demonstration of the forecasting in Excel.